Jury selection begins today in the capital murder trial of Yaser Said. Now, before we get to the deep details of this case, we do want to warn you that some of this information is quite disturbing. If you have little ones around, now would be a good time to send them into another room. Chris Sadeghi is in Dallas this morning where the trial is set to begin. Chris, this is a trial that has gone on, or this is a case, I should say, that has gone on for years.
Yes, Sonia, this case sat in limbo for 12 years until Yaser Said was arrested 2 years ago. And again, we want to warn our viewers that the details of this case could be upsetting to some. But jury selection begins today for this trial and this crime unfathomable to most, a father accused of killing his two teenage daughters.
What's going on, man?
That was the phone call from New Year's Day 2008 from Yaser Said. Now 14 years later, it would seem to be the key piece of evidence as her father stands trial for capital murder. Sarah was 17, her sister Amina was 18. They were shot to death in their father's taxi cab in Irving. From interviews with those close to the family, they say Yaser did not approve of his daughter's personal lifestyles and who they were dating. He stayed on the run on the FBI's most wanted list for 12 years before finally being captured in Justin, Texas in 2020. Both his son and his brother are already in federal prison, serving time for helping him elude capture all those years. Rebecca Lopez and Tanya Yaser are two of our crime reporters who've covered this case since the beginning. With Said finally facing his day in court, I talked to our colleagues about what they expect to hear. What do you expect to hear at the trial? Y'all have covered this for 13 years now. Do you expect to hear things you haven't heard before?
I think we will. I think there's things that we don't know that they never released, the Irving PD never released to us. And I'm very fascinated to see what more they have.
And we've covered enough big trials to know that every time we think we know everything about a case, there are things that come out that we did not know. And I think this will be one of those cases. I think there's going to be shocking things. I think there's going to be upsetting things.
And you can see our full interview on WFAA.com as well as all the details from this case we've covered since 2008. We'll also have updates throughout this trial on WFAA.com. Sonia and Kara.
All right, thanks for the update, Chris.